How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our year in review of all the movies in 2022 to come out. I know we're coming a little bit later than everybody else, but we're not on any schedule. We're not consistent.
We
It's
run
all right.
this channel.
Yeah.
We do what we want.
Yeah, screw the algorithm, whatever. We had a pretty good year in movies.
Yeah.
I didn't see as many as I'd want to this year.
Every year I'm like, I didn't see as many as I wanted. And then every year I'm like, I saw more than the year before.
But it's still not the amount.
It's still not enough.
Yeah.
There's still so many movies that I'm like, man.
Honestly, after we did our most anticipated, which check that video out, I think this year's going to be even better this next year. But
I feel like we said this last
it's
year.
got, but I mean, has it not been getting better? I don't know. I think it's been getting better.
Movies are wonderful.
Movies are great. That's why we do this. Okay, I'm going to guess your list. We're going to do top fives.
Yep.
I think
Because we didn't want to make like a 20-hour movie.
Yeah, and if we were doing top 10, it'd be a lot harder because I feel like I have a gauge for your top 5 more than your top 10.
Yeah.
But, all right. Let's start this off. Let's go.
Fine.
Okay. Number 5. All right. Is it a comedy?
No.
Oh, okay. Is this Top Gun?
It is not Top Gun.
It's not Top Gun. Okay. Is it? Are there any comic book movies on your list? I'm gonna guess.
There is one, and it's this one.
Okay, the Batman.
There you go. Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, number 5 for my list is Batman, just beating out Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
I loved the Batman. It was moody. It was dark. It gave us a detective story that I really, really wanted out of Batman. I feel like that part of the character has kind of been lost. It's definitely long, and the third act kind of is why it's at number 5 on the list for me.
I was gonna say I thought this might have been higher on your list.
You know, it was before I started like rewatching stuff. And
I'll say the same. Yeah, it was way higher on my list wherever it was on the list. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I thought that Pattinson's performance was amazing. I love Matt Reeves as the director. I thought that was great. I'm excited to see more from them. This was a great movie.
I have small gripes with that movie. Like it's a little too dark. It's not in sense of tone, but like there's no light bulbs in the whole movie. The whole movie takes place right before the sun's about to come up, or just as it's gone down, or something. It's nighttime, like the whole movie. That and it's about 15 minutes too long. I would say you could cut 15 minutes out of that.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's you can check out our Batman review. We talk about all of this, but it does feel like the studio almost mandated like a big like third act that it didn't need. But
it didn't need it. It was like all right. We spent all this time not really being like a Batman like comic book movie. So like we earned a comic book ending, and then so they just kind of went into it's the WandaVision of it all. They pulled a WandaVision.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Was it handled as well as WandaVision? That's for another video.
So that's number 5.
Okay, number 5, and that's your only comic book movie.
That's the only comic book movie. Number 4. I'm going to give you a studio because I feel like you might be lost otherwise. A24.
This is Marcel the Shoes Shell. The Shell with shoes on, right?
I really thought that one was going to step. Yes, Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
This is one that I really, really tried to get to watch before I made my list. I didn't get to watch it, so it's a possible honorable mention. I really wanted to watch this thing, and I didn't get to see it.
It's one of those movies that I didn't know what to expect walking in. Especially because of how long it's been since like I'd watched the YouTube series.
Yeah, I didn't even. I have like little memories of the YouTube series, but like not much. Maybe I saw like one video one time.
But yeah, I think the thing about this movie that really comes across is just the heart of it. You feel like I didn't know a shell could like convey such human emotion, but it does, and you fall in love with the character. You fall in love with what they want. It's really hard to talk about this movie without kind of spoiling some of the journey that they go on, but. It's wonderfully animated. It's brilliantly shot, and it's just the human emotion, and you'll feel a lot of emotion in this movie, and that's really all I can say about it. But it's a great one.
It's not on a streaming service currently as of the shooting of this.
Go buy so like
it.
You won't regret it.
I can't find it anymore. I'm gonna have to order it. I couldn't get it in time for this video. It probably would have been on here, but our list probably would have been way too similar if I did watch it.
Perhaps.
I'm excited to watch it. That's definitely one like off your list that I'm gonna watch for sure. All right. We're at number 3?
Number 3.
Okay, this is Top Gun Maverick.
Nope.
I know this is on there. Damn it. Everything Ever All at Once?
At 3?
I don't know. It could. You've seen some movies this year.
I have.
Okay, do you know if I've seen this?
Yes, you have.
I have.
Yeah.
Is this Prey?
Nope. Good guess, though.
Let me look at my list. Real quick, see if there's anything. I don't know. Is it Glass Onion?
No. Ooh. Glass Onion's another one that I had it didn't make my top 5, but it was higher until I started rewatching stuff.
It's not The Fabelmans, is it?
It is The Fabelmans.
Oh my God. Pratik. Bite your tongue.
I know. I was not looking forward to it. I'm
Hold on,
not.
I didn't admit it. Sorry, just a movie I was so excited for.
Yeah, you had to drag me.
You hated on it every inch of the way until the journey.
I didn't hate on it. It was more of it. There was a lot of things about it.
I think we have video documented evidence of the hate, but yeah.
I'm not a big like movies about movies
Yeah.
guy, and a lot of the conversation, especially among like your film critics, like they love this kind of stuff, and so I think naturally like I try to resist some of the hype. But The Fabelmans was such a great coming of age tale.
Yeah.
It was.
And the stuff about movies is so great too, I thought.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, to me, I think that was almost secondary. Like, it was just Spielberg exploring his own trauma, his own emotion. We talked about this both in the reaction and the review. But
you sat with it a little bit more, and you think you've thought about it more, and you'd like it more than.
I mean, I haven't changed my score.
You liked it.
I gave it a
liked
9,
it, yeah.
and it's still a 9. Like, it's really good.
You begrudgingly gave it a 9, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there's just something about just the raw emotion of it all that I think really spoke to me.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing you'll find, like, out of the movies that really transcend, they have to say something about the human condition. They have to speak to more than just the head. They have to speak to the heart as well. And for that reason, The Fabelmans, it's not always the most comfortable watch, but it's a wonderfully crafted movie. It's Spielberg at the top of his game, so I can't recommend it highly enough. So
I love The Fabelmans. I've gushed over it for the whole year, so
Basically.
I love this movie. You might find it somewhere on my list.
Sure.
I'll say one thing about The Fabelmans. Michelle Williams' performance still for me is just on a different level, but in a bad way. It's not in the same movie for me. It's just she's trying to do this like I don't know what she's doing.
We're not rehashing our review,
that's literally the only reason why. I mean, spoiler alert, it's not number 1 on my list because I think it would be if she would have just been more a part of the movie. Like I don't know, she just doesn't feel like a part of that cast to me.
Not arguing it. I think there's a point to that, but we'll let go watch it, decide for yourself.
Right.
All right, number 2.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna assume. Okay, so there's one movie that I thought for sure would be on your list, and it's not on your list. It's either Top Gun Maverick or Prey. Okay, is this Prey?
This is Prey.
Oh, let's go, Pratik.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that means, hold on, no Top Gun Maverick on your list?
No, it did not make my top 5. Just missed out.
Okay. Let's talk about Prey, though.
Let's talk about Prey. My number... Not my number 1 regret. There's a lot of things I regret about this year, but man, I wish I had seen Prey in theaters.
Did we have an opportunity to see it in theaters? Yeah, so
did.
like, what are we going to do?
I wish I could have seen it.
You wish we would have started this YouTube channel 10 years earlier and been super successful at this point. We could have gone to Hollywood and seen it.
I wish someone would have talked James Cameron into making Prey and then knocked him out so that the people who actually made it could have made it. But
if James Cameron made Prey, oh man, he should make Prey.
He would have cast white people in all the roles, but
he would have gave them dreads though. He would have gave them dreads at least. Come on.
So on the surface of it, a Predator prequel doesn't sound great, and the trailers I saw for this, some people were excited about it. I thought it looked dumb, right? But I think in a way the Predator part of it is really, really secondary.
You don't need to know anything about Predator or anything like that.
No, you don't. And I think by the end of it, like the Predator could have been like any creature, really. Could have been a bear. Could have been like just and
I mean he could have just been an alien, any kind of alien, and it would have still worked. The story
of this just focuses on this Native American girl. And her fight for survival and her place in the world, and it's beautifully shot. I mean, it's one. I think for me, it's this or top. No, I think this might be like from a cinematography standpoint, my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah,
it was really, really beautiful. I thought that all of the actors were phenomenal. I thought that the character work was exceptional. Like
for sure,
I can't say enough good things about this movie again.
I love Prey. Again, you might find it on my list somewhere.
I was completely blown away. I can't believe this went to streaming.
I
can't believe more people haven't seen it.
We almost like didn't review this one, right? Because it was going straight to streaming. Like it was, the hype was so big on it, and I hadn't seen any of the trailers except unless they played maybe one of them in theaters. I don't think so.
We kind of just
We're
did it
like,
on a
it's
whim.
an hour and a half, whatever.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
throw
make it
it
work.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we don't. There's nothing much to review this week.
I would say, yeah, maybe
I
The
loved it.
Fablemans,
I
but
loved
probably my biggest surprise of the year was Prey.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you loved the Fablemans as much as you did, but yeah,
Yeah.
Prey for sure was the standout that I wasn't like it wasn't on my most anticipated. If you
yeah.
would have told me that a Predator prequel would be on my like most like best movies of the year list, I would have probably slapped you in the face.
Yeah.
You pretty specific.
All right, number one. Do you even have to guess?
Man. Yeah, no. It's everything everywhere all at once. I was trying to think of like a joke, but you already oh, it's Avatar 2. That was the obvious joke.
That was the
Damn it,
obvious
Omar.
joke. Yeah.
You already used the Fableman, so I couldn't do it. It's everything everywhere all at once.
It's everything everywhere all at once. Which I have dragged people to see this movie. Yeah. I saw it and I was like, this is instantly like not just the best movie of the year. This is one of the this is an all-time classic.
Two A24 movies on your list, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
This is like my list last year.
No, I mean, for those of you who haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, it is a multiverse movie done right. It is sci-fi done right. It is a family story done right. It is character work done exceptionally. It's all about it's paths that we could have taken.
I don't know
choices we could have
what
made.
genre it is. Like what,
Yeah.
like it's not a drama. It's not.
That
a
might be the
comedy, it's
hardest
not-
part
it's
about trying
everything.
to. That's why I have
It's
to-
everything everywhere all at once. That's what
Absolutely.
this movie is. Yeah, for sure.
I will say it's weird. It makes a lot of like really weird creative decisions. I think I've had more conversations about what was the weirdest part of the movie about this movie than every other movie put together.
Yeah, it does feel at some points that it's just being weird because it needs to be. But it's never. I don't know. I'm never not enjoying it. Never not enjoying
it. I never. It never goes too far. And I think like it's never like while it feels like it's just weird because it still feels like at the end of it it feels like it's there for a purpose.
Yeah.
It
This
never
movie
feels,
definitely has purpose. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like they set out to make a weird movie and then this came out. Yeah.
It's not like they made it and they were like, oh, it should be more weird, so just make it more weird. Yeah,
everything's super
There's a through
intentional.
line for sure.
Yeah. It's absolutely fantastic.
All right, you want to run through your list real quick?
Top 5. Number 5 is The Batman. Number 4 is Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Number 3 is The Fablemans. Number 2 is Prey. And number 1 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, awesome.
Do you want my bottom movies, or should we go through your list and then I'll do that?
I mean, there's no way your bottom movies are on my list, but I bet you I could guess a couple of them. Halloween Ends, right?
Yep.
Black Adam.
All right, I'll just run through
Go
it.
ahead.
So my bottom 5 worst movies of the year. Number 5, Halloween Ends. Number 4, Jurassic World Dominion.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I was out after the first Jurassic World.
Number 3, Don't Worry, Darling. Don't say anything.
I like Don't Worry, Darling. It's a good movie.
Number 2, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Okay. And number 1, one of my least favorite movies of all time, Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam.
Yeah. Dreadful.
Woof. Yeah, that was
dreadful.
Hey, you know what? We'll see him do it again. Maybe give him a second chance.
All right, let's go through your list, shall we?
All right, let's do it. I'm assuming you want to start at 5, yeah?
Yeah, let's start at 5.
All right.
Let's start at 5. Okay. All right.
I feel like my list might be harder for you to guess. Probably not though.
Number 5, Don't Worry, Darling.
It's not Don't Worry, Darling.
Okay. All right.
I'll give you a hint, just for my overall list. Don't Worry, Darling didn't make the cut. It's an
Wow.
honorable mention.
I'm a little
I
surprised.
liked Don't Worry, Darling. Maybe it's because everybody just like was shitting on it so badly. But when I sat down and watched it,
Maybe it's because it's a terrible movie.
look,
but
when I sat down and watched it, I'm like, okay, clearly Olivia Wilde hasn't seen a couple of movies, and she thought she was doing something very original here, or maybe people were just expecting like very original stuff from her. But like, it's good. I don't other than you could say it's unoriginal. It's a well-made movie. It's enjoyable. I like the performances, even though people laugh at, particularly Harry Styles' performance. I thought it was fine. It's fine. Like,
it's Florence Pugh and a bunch of people that are nowhere near as good as Florence Pugh, at least in this movie.
but that's because Florence Pugh is Florence Pugh. She's just like, if you put Daniel Day-Lewis in a movie with a bunch of just random actors.
I've seen Lincoln. It was fun.
Yeah, so it's Lincoln. Lincoln, Best Picture, Lincoln. Come on. All I'm saying is when Florence Pugh is accepting her Oscar for Don't Worry, Darling this year, just okay.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay.
Anyway, no, it's not number 5.
All right. Is this The Batman?
No, I'll give you another thing. No comic book movies on my list.
No comic book
movies. The Batman was the only one that could have made it, and it is. Or I'm sorry, actually, there's another comic book movie. I guess I said there's none. So Black Panther was also really close to being on my list. That's at number 8. The Batman's at number 9.
I think I had that one at 7. Okay, all right. Think about this. Have I seen this? Do you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I have. Is this Avatar 2?
this is Avatar 2, baby. Let's
I
go.
thought that'd be higher up on your list.
Oh my god, it should be. Honestly, like just looking at my list, these could all be like number 2. And Avatar 2 is just like the height of cinema period. Like what we can do technologically, Avatar 2 is past anything else. You're just immersed in this universe, and I wanna be there. I wanna go back to Pandora, and that's why I'm gonna go see it. It's only playing in 3D, which is irritating to me. Unless you want to see it in like regular digital, like you can't see it in like IMAX. You have to see IMAX 3D. That kind of pisses me off.
They got to squeeze as much money.
They gotta make their $2 billion, which they're probably gonna make at this point, which is
probably will.
Insane. James Cameron is gonna have 3 of the top 5 movies of all time. Like that's insane, right there. And then when Avatar 2 and 3 come out, or 3 and 4, I mean, it's probably gonna be there
he's
too.
gonna have like, out of those 3, there's gonna be fans for. I mean, how many people love those movies?
I love them. Okay, I love those movies.
You're the one person I know that like.
I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, and like I'm like, man, this is like what I've always wanted from Star Wars. I say that about like MCU movies this year. It's just like this is what I want from like high, not high concept. This is like my other love. I love high concept sci-fi, and then there's like just like fun. This might be my Fast and the Furious sci-fi like,
you know what?
like
Yes.
itch that
there,
it's scratching.
there you go. I
It's
love
just
it.
gorgeous. And you know what? James Cameron is trying to like save the world with these movies. He's trying to like reach out and tell people that like we are all connected through this planet. I'm not gonna get like all earthy on
Just
all
don't call
planet.
them whales. Don't call them whales. He hates when you do that.
Listen.
He hates when you call the space whales.
Just
whales.
wait until the next one when everyone's red, and it's gonna be insane.
When the Fire Nation attacks.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
wait. He didn't get that from anything.
He's just lucky he got the domain for Avatar before they did. Anyway, yeah, I could gush about this forever.
Please don't.
Get your last 2 cents in about how you hate it.
I had to watch that movie and it felt like forever, so I don't need to rehash it.
It's literally a masterpiece. Maybe you could shave off like maybe 10 minutes off the end, but like again, we mentioned it in the review. What do you shave off? It's also beautiful. It's just like
The Our Nature documentary in the middle.
Okay.
Just for starters.
But he's saving the planet, Pratik. That's the point. Anyway, some people don't get it. It's okay.
All right. Number 4, Prey.
It's not Prey.
Is this the Fablemans?
This is the Fablemans.
This
yeah.
Fablemans. Okay.
Again, could have been higher on the
Yeah.
list. I didn't get to rewatch like any of these. Basically, I've only seen them once or twice for some of them. I love the Fablemans. We kind of already went over it with your list,
Yeah.
but I liked it for kind of almost for the same reasons as you, but also the things you didn't like. I loved or the things that you didn't like. Weren't at the top of your like what you liked about it anyway.
Sure.
I love the filmmaking aspect of it, and like just seeing like young Spielberg edit and like cut film together, and like I don't know, it was incredible, that aspect of it. Paul Dano was great in this. I really loved the Ford scene at the end was great. Unless that's a spoiler, that's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, it is what it
It's
is.
okay. You had some time. You had your time to watch it at this point. I think I'm now like reinvigorated to go see the next like Steven Spielberg movie. I want to see it. And whereas I can't say I was going to say that before. Like I didn't even see, what did he do last year? West Side Story? Yeah, I didn't see that. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Yeah. So and I heard that was pretty good too, and I didn't even see that. So
I really wish he was doing Indiana Jones now, just so I could rub that in your face. But anyway,
I'm excited for Spielberg's next anything he wants to do. I love the Fablemans. I'm probably going to watch this movie a bunch throughout my life. So
yeah, probably.
All right.
All right, so we're at number 3.
Number 3. Oh, I wanted to ask you this before we get off of Spielberg. Is this the best Spielberg's been since Catch Me If You Can?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
so too.
Absolutely.
People are gonna be like, what about?
Nope. Nope. That's easy. Yes. All right. So number 3 is this Prey.
This is Prey.
Yeah.
I loved Prey. Like everything you were saying about it, the cinematography of this movie is incredible. I'm just happy I have a big enough TV that I can just like watch it. I could watch this movie on mute the same way we could watch that you said you could watch Avatar on mute.
But
But you could actually pick up the entire story for the most part. There's not a lot of talking and it's mostly just like visual like storytelling for me anyway. I love this movie. What's the main actress? I can't think of her name right now.
Amber Midthunder, yeah.
It was Amber Midthunder. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm thinking of Amber Heard or something. I'm combining. Anyway. Amber Midthunder is incredible in this. She could literally do like anything. Or her next project is going to be like, there's so many eyes that are going to be on it. You know,
She's cast in something, right? Didn't she get announced or something? I don't know.
I mean, she's in the Avatar: Last Airbender Netflix show. She's
Maybe
playing,
that's what I'm
she's playing
thinking
Princess Yue, which that's, you know, those are big shoes to fill. So, but I loved Prey. That's one that I wanted to rewatch before I made the list. But I mean, it was incredible. I don't think I'm gonna watch it and be like, you know what, it should be lower. So
really good.
I really liked Prey.
So we're on your top two?
Top two.
Okay. Is this Pinocchio?
It's 100% Pinocchio.
Yeah.
I don't know why some people don't like this movie.
I like it.
You like it. But like, it's literally a masterpiece. And I'll say this. First time around, I didn't like it as much. It was probably like, I think I gave it like a 7 or an 8. The second time, I don't know what it was. Second time watching, I think I've seen it 3 times now. This is the only movie that I've really rewatched like a ton of after this. It's the animation, it's the heart of this movie. It's just great storytelling. I felt like I'm watching like I was a kid watching like something in the cinema for the first time. Like, I don't know. It's the way that I guess Guillermo del Toro tells a story with these little puppets that he's making. I don't know what it is. Stop motion might be my favorite animation of all time. Like,
really?
I don't know what it, like. Yeah. I love Coraline, but this is like, Coraline has like a smoothness to it that this doesn't have. This feels like you can almost see like it being put together as it's happening.
Yeah.
And not just that, but like anything with the clouds in the sky. Like another movie you could literally watch on mute. And while Pinocchio is a little bit annoying, and that's my only thing like that kept this movie from being like a 10, honestly, and like probably even number 1, which you probably know my number 1, but like this was really close to being number 1. Is Pinocchio's a little annoying. It's a little hard to buy that Geppetto loves this boy. But I don't know. Second time around, I felt it. I felt it a lot more. So and just like, I mean, how much can I say about this cricket? Sebastian, what's his name? Ewan McGregor as Sebastian.
Yeah,
incredible. I love it. He was my standout for the year. Honestly, I love this movie. Yeah. I can't say enough about this movie. Please release it on physical media, Netflix. I need this movie.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
It is good. I enjoyed it. Like I said in the review, I think there's some parts that stand out much more than others, and I feel like there's parts that Del Toro is more interested in. But overall, I'm with you. The animation is wonderful. It's a really pretty movie to watch. Yeah.
It's dethroned the original Pinocchio for me. Like, this is my definitive Pinocchio. Like, I'll maybe not the one to show your kids right away, but like, I mean, the other one's pretty messed up too. So, but I love this one.
Listen, I need my kids.
This one is less messed up and dark than the original.
I need
Disney
my
Pinocchio.
kids to be afraid that they're going to turn into donkeys. Okay, if it doesn't have that, I'm out.
Don't you want them thinking that they could just like die and come back? Like, come on, that's better. That's better. It teaches you the value of life. This movie, like, I don't know. Anyway,
all right, number one,
same as your number 1.
Yeah,
you already
it's
know
everything.
it.
Everywhere.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
This movie is everything to me. I love this movie. As soon as people started talking about it, I didn't even see I didn't see any trailer for this. I want to say I saw like the end of the first trailer that they played for this, like walking into a movie when I came in one time, but I didn't watch anything.
I saw one trailer, and it's because I was doing research for our most anticipated list last year.
Was this on your most anticipated?
I think it just missed the top 10.
Because I didn't even like know about this until it's an
yeah.
A24 movie. I think that's all I knew. But
probably scroll through.
Which shocking that this is the only A24 movie on my list this year. I love it. What more can you say about this movie?
I had it at number 14. I had it between Lightyear and Uncharted, which is just criminal.
Yeah, and where are those on your list? Huh? Where's that on your list? Man, Lightyear, another one that I did kind of want to see, but I didn't get a chance to. Anyway, Everything Ever All at Once. Michelle Yeoh's gonna get an Oscar. Jamie Lee Curtis is gonna get an Oscar. How do you say his name? Kwan? Did he get the Golden Globe?
Yeah.
Golden Globes matter again, right? So he got a Golden Globe. I think he's probably going to get nominated for an Oscar. I don't know if he's going to win. But give this movie all the awards.
Every award,
love this.
Every award, just give it to it. Yeah.
Perfect movie, honestly.
You want to call out some of your least favorite movies of the year?
Let's do it. Obviously with you. So here, I'll just go through. So that was my 1 through 5. So Everything Ever All at Once, Pinocchio, Prey, The Fabelmans, Avatar 2. Then you get into Glass Onion, which I really liked. It was really close to making my top 5, especially after watching it again. I really appreciated it a lot more.
I told you, yeah.
The ending still, it works, but it's like, what was her plan?
Anyway, keep moving. Run through this list here.
Yeah, you're right. Then it's Don't Worry, Darling, Black Panther, The Batman, Doctor Strange, The Menu, Thor: Love and Thunder, Nope, Black Adam, Bullet Train, Banshees of Inisherin, very low on the list.
Oof.
And then Halloween Ends. So
You put Black Adam above.
Banshees, I know. Because aside from the performances from the two leads, which
That's the whole movie.
exactly, but the movie isn't. It just doesn't feel like a movie to me. I don't know. This isn't a Banshees review. We did that, I think.
We did that already. All right. All right. So that's 2022 in movies.
I'm really excited for 2023.
Oh, yeah.
2022. I feel like I mean, even like just off of like the 17 movies I just listed, there's so many of those movies that I'm gonna rewatch for sure, like throughout my life. I feel like so.
Yeah. There's some real gems here. So all right. Well, we're excited to do another year of movie reviews. So be watching for those, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.